Good Friday, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith with your weekend details for this Friday, March 11th, 2016. A cold front is passing through the region this morning. We can see this on radar with some frontal showers associated with this band behind the front itself, working their way through. Just a couple of hundredths of an inch of rain in this spotty light rain and drizzle that's moving south across the region. Skies will begin to clear off later this morning with sunshine predominating during this afternoon. It's quite warm this morning. Back behind and ahead of the front, we've got temperatures in the lower 60s here in the Delmarva regions and in the low to the mid 50s across the north and central portions of the region this morning. On the decks here for advisories, we have small craft advisories on the waters until this evening, and these are for northwest winds at 10 to 15 knots, gust up to 25 knots early this morning, and the seas 2 to 4 feet. Visible path of the satellite imagery this morning shows a couple of areas where the clouds and jet streaks are moving from north to south. Jet streaks moving from southwest to northeast. This is allowing the cloud cover over the region this morning and some spotty light rain and drizzle across the region. All of this is sinking south and will be gone over the next couple of hours across the forecast region. And we can see this on Doppler here, where the rain is beginning to completely dry out as it makes its way south and east across the region this morning. No flight delays this morning and generally good aviational flying conditions. We have VFR conditions expected through the period, clearing skies anticipated across the region this morning as the clouds sink southward and erode. The sky should remain mostly clear this afternoon and tonight. The wind is forecast to settle into the northwest at about 10 to 15 knots, gust up to 20 to 25 knots early today, and then the speeds decreasing to 10 knots or less and veering from the northwest to the north later this afternoon and evening. Light and variable wind expected for late tonight. Saturday through Sunday, VFR conditions with high pressure in control. Sunday night through Monday night, periods of MVFR and perhaps even IFR possible in some lower clouds and showers of rain around the region. Some of that rain could be locally heavy in spots, especially Sunday night and early Monday morning. Tuesday, improving conditions once again with MVFR still possible, but conditions should become VFR by later in the day in all areas. Right now outside of Newark, it's warm for this morning, 58 degrees, dew point 52, and this is after having another relatively warm record-breaking day yesterday at the airport. Relative humidity 81%. The wind is just slightly due west at 3. Visibility is now at 10. A little bit of light rain in the region. VFR conditions will be in place. Philadelphia right now is still warm, 60 degrees, dew point 48, humidity 64%. The wind is northwest at 20, gusting to 24 at the terminal. And a few clouds around the area. Visibility is better than 10, improving conditions with VFR in place. Forecasted charts on this Friday morning. We have our high pressure area building in across the northern mid-Atlantic states for the next couple of days into the weekend, and this big deep storm system in the delta and south, which has produced copious amounts of rain and flooding across this entire area, is beginning to fill slowly, and it will be lifting northward through the Central Plains and then later through the Ohio Valley as we head into the weekend. And we can see this in the forecasted charts through Saturday night and Sunday morning, Saturday night and Sunday. And the clouds are going to be increasing around here as we head into Sunday morning and Sunday afternoon. And this frontal boundary will become nearly stationary as this area of low pressure then begins to move towards the Great Lakes and the Ohio River Valley. Could be dealing with some severe weather and flooding issues again across this portion of the region as this whole storm system heads to the north and east, eventually into Canada. And high pressure will be in control of our weather with a northeast wind, and this will return as a warm front with periods of rain Sunday afternoon, Sunday night, and Monday across the forecast region. GFS maps into motion say goodbye to the rain and say hello to the increasing sunshine later this morning and the afternoon, and that high pressure will be in control of our weather into Saturday and Saturday night into Sunday morning. Then eventually the clouds will begin to increase and spotty rain will develop to our south and west during Sunday afternoon, and periods of rain getting in and out of here on Sunday night and early Monday morning, continuing into the afternoon hours on Monday as that storm system wraps up into southeastern Canada. The warm front moves through, and then eventually the cold front moves through the region during the late night, early morning hours of Tuesday, and that will mean that drying conditions will be in place by later Monday night, especially during the day on Tuesday and Tuesday night. And then we wait for the next frontal system approaching in the polar branch here towards the Great Lakes south of Lake Huron here, south of Hudson's Bay, Canada rather. And mild conditions still above normal temperatures into early part of next week as the storm system slowly meanders across southeastern Canada and nearly warmer zonal flow takes place across the forecast region. Forecasted temperatures today still above normal by about 10 to 15 degrees. Normal highs around 50, other side of 49, 50, 51. We'll find temperatures today in the 60s across most of the forecast region, so that's above normal. And above normal temperatures will continue into the weekend as well. Temperatures on Saturday will continue in around 60 degrees across the forecast region, which is about 10 degrees above normal for this time of the year. Nobody's complaining about that with lots of sunshine. Temperatures on Sunday where clouds will begin to increase. Temperatures will still be between 60 and 65 degrees. We head into the day on Monday with some rain and a northeast wind. Temperatures a little chillier, around 50 to 55 degrees, a little bit warmer as you head towards the I-95 corridor. Temperatures on Tuesday, again, either side of 60 to 65 degrees. So still above normal in the forecast regime as we head into Wednesday. Temperatures again in the mid-60s, and temperatures again continue to be on the mild side, between 60 and 65 degrees for Thursday of next week, which is St. Patrick's Day. It's going to be good weather for a lot of the parades around the region for celebrating St. Patrick's Day early. A lot of the smaller towns and bigger towns around the region celebrating on Saturday and Sunday. The weather on Saturday absolutely delightful, mid-60s and lots of sunshine. More clouds on Sunday, maybe a spotty outlier rain shower around the region during the afternoon, but still mild temperatures, and that will not hinder the parade too much in your local towns. And of course, the weather on St. Patrick's Day, well, that's going to be relatively mild and benign too for the big parade in New York City. And don't forget, this is also the weekend where you spring ahead. You turn your clocks ahead before you go to sleep on Saturday night or early Sunday morning by 2 a.m. And you're going to get that extra daylight hour on Sunday. So it's going to be a great, great weekend. For everything live, it's GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. You have a great weekend. We'll see you bright and early on Monday morning.